everybody. Welcome to Pre-K Discovery with Miss Barb. How are you doing today? I have a great program planned for you today. And oh my gosh, I'm looking at our calendar and I can see that it's a new month. So let's get started and let's sing the good morning song and then we will look at the calendar. So the duck says quack and the cow says moo. The old red rooster says cock-a-doodle-doo. The sheep says baa and the cat says meow. But I say good morning when I see you. And I see you out there. You are ready to go. So let's look at our calendar. And the first thing we're going to talk about is the month because the month of our calendar changed. It's a new month. So let's do the song, the month song, and we'll figure out what month this is. So it goes like this. January, February, March and April, May, June, July and August, September, October, November, December. These are the months of the year. All right, so we knew that August was the 8th month of the year, so this must be the 9th month of the year. So let's sing the song until we figure out what the 9th month of the year is. All right, ready? Here we go. January, February, March and April, May, June, July and August, September. September is the 9th month of the year, and that's what month it is. September, September. And today is the first day of September. And as you can see, Pre-K Discovery has changed its day of the week. So we're going to look at the calendar on our days and see what day of the week it is. Do you remember the song? Days of the week, days of the week, days of the week, days of the week, days of the week. Well, there's Sunday and there's Monday, there's Tuesday and there's Wednesday, there's Thursday and there's Friday, and then there's Saturday, days of the week, days of the week, days of the week, days of the week, days of the week. Very good. If you were paying attention in the song, you knew that today was Tuesday. So today is Tuesday. Can you count with me? 1. Oh my gosh, that was so easy. I know that today is the first day because it says today, and it's Tuesday. And it's still 2020. If this is the 9th month of the year, we have 9, 10, 11, 12, 3 more months to go, and we're going to change and have a brand new year. All right. Oh, in September, there's 2 days that I have special days on here. Labor Day is a special holiday that we celebrate all those people that work for us and do hard jobs. And the first day of autumn. Oh my gosh, it's fall. That means that the days are going to start getting shorter and the weather's going to get cooler. So remember the weather song that we sang the other day? Do you remember the words so that you can sing with me? So how's it go? What's the weather? What's the weather like outside? Like outside, sunny, windy, rainy, partly cloudy, snowy, can you say, can you say? Well, I don't know what to say the weather's like today because it could change. So you take a peek out your window and I want you to shout out what it's doing outside. Is it rainy? Is it cloudy? Is it sunny? Let me hear you. What? Oh my gosh. All right. So let's move on to our lesson for today. So because this is a new month and I wanted to talk about something special because our story today is about a birthday. And I want to talk about your birthday. And we're going to do some numbers today too. So everybody has a birthday and that's the day that you were born. Whether your birthday is in September or January or February or March or April, May, June, July, August, September, October, or November or December. It's a special day, isn't it? It's always a special day on your birthday. What do you like to do on your birthday? I like to go out to dinner because Miss Barb doesn't want to cook for her birthday. And nothing tastes better than birthday cake. My favorite is yellow cake with chocolate icing. Yum, yum, yum. What is your favorite kind of cake? Do you like yellow cake? Do you like chocolate cake? Maybe you like a cake that I didn't even mention. And what about that icing? So sweet. Do you like to dip your finger in it and lick it off your finger? I like when my mom used to make the icing and she'd give you the beaters from the mixer, and you get to lick it off. So birthdays are always special. So we're going to talk about some numbers. We're going to count from 1 to 10, and you're going to count with me. And what we're going to count today is we're going to count cakes. So I'm going to show you the numbers, and then we're going to count. So this is the number 1, and we have 1 cake. So there it is. So what comes next? That's right, the number 2. And we have how many cakes? 1, 2. And a 2 is a curve and a line down. 2. So what comes after 2? The number 3. And it goes like this. And let's count those cakes. 1, 2, 3. 3 cakes. Let's see what's next. 4, the number 4, and it's a line down and a line over and a line across. Let's count the cakes together. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4 cakes. Am I getting close to your birthday? How old are you? Are you 4? Are you 5? Because if you're 5, then it looks like this. And there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cakes. So the next number in the row is the number, the number 6. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 cakes. So what comes after 6? If I can get it to change. The number 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 cakes. That's so many cakes. All right, let's see what comes after 7. The number 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 cakes. So what comes after the number 8? Let's see. What do I have here? I have the number 9. And the number 9 kind of looks like a number 6 upside down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 cakes. Can we fit any more cakes on our page? Let's see. We're only going to go to 1 more. And that is the number 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 cakes. Have you ever had 10 birthday cakes? I've never had 10 birthday cakes. So instead of cakes, what would you put on there to count? Candles. So tell me how many candles will be on your cake this year. I'm not going to tell you how many Miss Barb will have on hers because that's a pretty big cake. So I have some songs for us to sing that deal with numbers. So how about this one? It goes like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Once I caught a fish alive. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Then I let him go again. Why did you let him go? Because he bit my finger so. Which finger did he bite? This little finger on the right. And that is our number rhyme. So I think it's time for us to go on to our story. And our story is about a birthday and a very clever boy named Jack. So let's listen. Clever Jack takes the cake. One summer morning long ago, a poor boy named Jack found an invitation slipped beneath his cottage door. It read, "His Majesty the King cordially invites all the children of the realm to the princess's 10th birthday party tomorrow afternoon in the castle courtyard." "A party," exclaimed Jack, "for the princess." His mother sighed. "What a shame you can't go." "Why not?" asked Jack. "Because we've nothing fine to give to her," his mother replied, "and no money to buy a gift." Jack had to admit his mother was right. His pockets were empty except for the matchsticks he always carried. And as for their few belongings, a spinning wheel, a threadbare quilt, a pitted axe, what a princess wants those?
The boy thought a moment. "Then I will make her something special," he declared. "I will make her a cake." "From what?" asked his mother. "From the dust in the cupboard? From the dirt on the floor?" "I have a better idea," said Jack. And that same morning, he traded his axe for 2 bags of sugar, his quilt for a sack of flour. He gave the hen an extra handful of seed in exchange for 2 fresh eggs, and he kissed the cow on the nose for a pail of her sweetest milk. He gathered walnuts. He dipped candles. And in the strawberry patch, he searched and searched and searched until he found the reddest, juiciest, most succulent strawberry in the land. "Delicious," said Jack as he plucked it from its stem. Then he set to work churning, chopping, blending, baking. That same night, Jack stood back to admire his creation. 2 layers of golden sweet cake, covered in a buttery frosting, ringed with 10 tiny candles. Across the cake's top, the walnuts spelled out, "Happy Birthday, Princess." And in the very center, in a place of honor, sat the succulent strawberry. "What a fine, fine gift," said Jack's mother. Jack grinned. Early the next morning, with combed hair, clean shirt, Jack set off for the castle, holding the cake proudly before him. Before long, he came to a bloom-speckled meadow. "Perhaps I should pick a bouquet for the princess," thought Jack. Just as 24 blackbirds rose into the air like a sudden summer storm cloud, they swirled around the cake, pecking, nipping, flapping, picking. "Get back!" hollered Jack. "I'm taking this cake to the princess." "Caw! Caw! Caw!" cackled the birds, and as quickly as they had come, they were gone, taking with them the walnuts that spelled "Happy Birthday, Princess." Jack looked at his gift. "At least I still have 2 layers of cake, 10 candles, and the succulent strawberry," he said. Holding the cake proudly before him, Jack continued on to the castle. Before long, he came to a bridge. "Toll!" a voice demanded, and out stepped a wild-haired troll. "No one crosses my bridge without paying." "But I haven't any money," said Jack. The troll licked his lips. "But you do have a cake." "I'm taking this to the princess," said Jack. "And just how will you get there?" growled the troll. "You and your cake are on this side of the river, and the princess is on that side, and my bridge is the only way across." Jack considered the problem. "I will make you a deal. If you let me cross, I will give you half this cake." "Agreed," grunted the troll. So Jack slid out 1 layer, and as the troll slobbered and gobbled, crossed the bridge. On the other side, he looked down at his gift. "At least I still have a layer of cake, 10 candles, and the most succulent strawberry," he said. Holding the cake proudly before him, Jack continued on to the castle. Before long, he came to the forest. No birds chirped here, no squirrels chittered, and as if under a spell, the entire wood lay silent, sleeping. Only the wind seemed to whisper, "Beware, beware." Pulling the cake closer, Jack pressed on. The road grew narrower, the trees grew thicker, and the light grew dimmer. Soon it was so dark that Jack couldn't see the cake in front of his face. "Turn back," the wind whispered. "Turn back." "I can't," cried Jack. "I'm taking this cake to the princess." As he reached into his pocket for a matchstick, he struck it on his shoe and lit one of the 10 candles. The tiny flame cast a magical circle of light, and in its warm glow, Jack carefully made his way forward. But quickly, the little candle burned down and snuffed out. So Jack lit a second candle, but he had not gone much further before it too snuffed out. So Jack lit a third, then a fourth, and then a fifth, until the 10th and final candle flickered, fluttered, and sputtered to its end. And as it did, the road widened, the trees thinned, and the bright sunlight shone once more. Jack looked down at his gift and said, "At least I still have a layer of cake and the succulent strawberry," he said. Holding the cake proudly before him, Jack continued on to the castle. Before long, he came to a clearing. "Good morning, young sir," cried out an old gypsy woman. "Have you come to see Samson dance?" At the sound of his name, the bear rose up on his hind legs. "I don't have time," replied Jack. "I'm taking this cake to the princess." "Then we shall make it a quick jig," said the gypsy, snatching up her concertina. "Oompa, oompa," wheezed the instrument. "Shuffle, shuffle, kick," danced the bear. Tap, tap, tap went Jack's foot as he set down the cake to dance with his friend. "Gulp! Hey," cried Jack, "that bear ate the princess's cake." "Patooey! But not the strawberry," said the gypsy. "Samson hates fruit." Jack looked down at his gift, and for several seconds he was unable to speak. Finally, he said, "At least I still have this, the reddest, juiciest, most succulent strawberry in the land." And holding the strawberry proudly before him, Jack continued on to the castle, across the drawbridge and through the fortress walls. Straight into the courtyard. What a sight! There, smack in the center of all the merry festivities, sat the princess on her velvet throne. A long line of guests stretched before her. One by one they presented her with their gifts, each more fabulous than the last. But even the most magnificent treasures did not seem to interest her highness. "More rubies," she said with a bored yawn. "How tiresome. Another tiara? How dull." Joining the line, Jack glanced down at his humble gift. "And just what have you brought the princess?" a guard asked from behind. "A strawberry," said Jack. "The reddest, juiciest, most succulent one in the land." He held it out for the guard to see. "That's a fine piece of fruit," agreed the guard. "But I cannot allow you to give it to the princess." "Why not?" asked Jack. "Because she's allergic to strawberries," said the guard. "One taste and she swells up like a balloon." "No!" gasped Jack. "Yes," said the guard. "I'm sorry, but you'll have to give it to me." Reluctantly, Jack handed over the strawberry. Now Jack found himself at the front of the line, and the princess turned her gaze to him. "And what have you brought me?" she asked. Jack gulped. He blushed. He shuffled his feet. Well, Jack took a deep breath and knelt down before her and told the princess about trading the ingredients to bake a golden sweet cake just for her. He told her about the swirling storm of blackbirds, the wild-haired troll, and the dark, dark wood. He told her about the old gypsy woman and her concertina, and the bear who loved to dance but hated fruit. "And in the end," said Jack, "I still had the succulent strawberry, but," the boy sighed, "you're allergic to strawberries." He waited for the yard, "So the guard ate it," he concluded. The princess laughed and clapped her hands in delight. "A story!" she exclaimed. "An adventure story at that. What a fine gift!" Then the princess rose from her throne and proclaimed, "Time for birthday cake, and my new friend Jack shall have the honor of cutting it." The end. Hey, what a great story that was. Oh my gosh, clever Jack making that cake and dropping and trying to get it to the princess. Well, you know what we're going to do today? We are going to make a sponge cake. I love cake. What's your favorite kind of cake? Chocolate cake, yellow cake, strawberry cake, cake with chocolate icing? Well, I'm going to make a sponge cake for you. So, do you know what goes into a sponge cake? Well, I know you're thinking flour and eggs and all that stuff. Well, no, Miss Barb's cake is made from sponge. So we're going to make a pretend cake today. So I got different sponges. I have a yellow sponge, I have a red sponge, and I have an orange sponge. And I got some other things that we're going to use to make our cake. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to take our sponge and we're going to draw a triangle on it. And then we're going to cut it out in the shape of a triangle like this. So it's pretty easy to cut a sponge. And before you go to make a sponge, make sure you ask Mom or Grandma
if you could use their sponges. Don't just go cutting up the sponges in the house. All right, so now I got a triangle like this. There's a yellow one and a red one and an orange one. And we're gonna layer them like a cake. Now I'm using a hot glue gun only because I want it to stick. You can use regular glue and that's fine. And it should stick, you just have to let it dry longer. So on top of my cake, we have to have some icing. So Miss Barb cut out some white triangles. So here's some icing on this one. Then I'm gonna add another layer because Jack's cake had many layers. So I'm gonna add the next layer. What color do you think I should add next? Yellow or orange? Oh, orange? Okay, we're gonna add the orange one. Ooh, it's looking pretty tasty. Ooh, we need some more icing. Let's add another layer of icing to our cake. And I'm gonna put that on there like that. Look at that, I'll press down. So far I've got a 2-layer cake. One more layer makes it a 3-layer cake. I can't wait to see it when it's finished. All right, so here's my top layer. And what do we need to add now? Some more icing. Let's add icing to our cake. So here's some, on there. I'm gonna glue that on. And I'm gonna stick the last layer of icing on the cake. There we go. All right, well this cake looks kind of plain. This doesn't look like a birthday cake fit for a princess, does it? So we're gonna add some icing to it. I'm gonna add some of these pom-poms here. And I picked pink because she was a princess and I'm sure she liked pink. And I'm gonna put one more on there. And of course, this cake cannot be complete without the juiciest, most red strawberry in all of the kingdom. And we're gonna put that right here. And there we go. Miss Barb has made the best looking sponge cake you have ever seen. And it's looking pretty yummy. I bet if you let this out, you might be able to trick somebody in your house. So, whenever your birthday is, or whatever kind of cake you have, I hope that you have somebody like Clever Jack that'll make you a cake and wish you a happy birthday too. So I'm gonna say goodbye, and I will see you guys again in another week. So have a great happy birthday if it's your birthday, and if your birthday's coming up, happy birthday to you. Goodbye, everybody.